Hello guys! I've been baking this video with all the tea, the tears, the surprises, and the absolute chaos that was the 2026 Critics' Choice Awards. And let me tell you, this wasn't just your typical awards show. This night had genuine love declarations, career-making wins, heartbreaking tributes, and viral fashion moments that have everyone talking. We're covering everything that happened on Sunday, January 4th at the Barker Hangar in Santa Monica, California. But first, don't forget to like and subscribe so you won't miss what we're baking with your fave celebs' latest info. So the Critics' Choice Awards are always a big deal in awards season because they're one of the first major shows that can predict Oscar momentum. And this year, we got a night full of surprises. We had Chelsea Handler hosting, and while she opened with her usual jokes and celebrity roasts, she closed out her opening monologue with something much more serious, much more meaningful. Chelsea closed out her opening monologue with a heartfelt tribute to Rob Reiner and his wife Michelle Singer-Reiner, who tragically passed away in December 2025. And her words really hit everyone in that room. She said, "Everyone in this room knows that the nicest guy in Hollywood was Rob Reiner."
Everyone in this room knows that the nicest guy in Hollywood was Rob Reiner.
And you could feel the weight of that statement. Rob Reiner wasn't just a legendary director who gave us iconic films like The Princess Bride, When Harry Met Sally, Stand By Me, A Few Good Men, and This Is Spinal Tap. He was also known for being genuinely kind, for mentoring younger filmmakers, and for using his platform for activism, including co-founding the American Foundation for Equal Rights that fought against California's ban on same-sex marriage. Chelsea's tribute emphasized celebrating his legacy of decency and compassion. And honestly, it set a tone for the evening that reminded everyone that Hollywood isn't just about the glitz and the glamour. It's also about honoring the people who made real contributions both on screen and off. Now, reactions online have been mostly positive, with many viewers praising how sincere and respectful the tribute was. Some people felt it could have been longer given Rob's massive impact on cinema, but most agreed that Chelsea handled it with grace. And I want to know what you guys think. How did you feel about the tribute? Was it the right way to honor his legacy? Let me know in the comments because I'd love to hear your thoughts on this. But now, let's talk about the red carpet, because before the show even started, we already had viral moments happening. The red carpet opened with stunning arrivals from stars like Teyana Taylor, who absolutely served in a Saint Laurent suit with bold boots and feathers. We also had Ariana Grande looking ethereal in a pale pink Alberta Ferretti gown. The fashion was giving us everything we needed. But you know who didn't walk the main red carpet? Timothée Chalamet and Kylie Jenner. That's right, the most anticipated couple of the night completely skipped the public red carpet and arrived directly inside the venue. They were spotted hand-in-hand backstage, with Kylie wearing a vintage Versace gown and Timothée in a pinstriped suit. And honestly, that's very on-brand for them, since they've kept their relationship relatively private despite being together for 3 years now. More on that in a minute, because trust me, we're getting to the moment of the night. But wait, because while Timothée and Kylie skipped the carpet, guess who didn't? Comedians Megan Stalter and Paul W. Downs showed up in a full cosplay recreation of Timothée and Kylie's iconic bright orange chrome hearts leather looks from the Marty Supreme premiere. And let me tell you, the internet absolutely loved this moment. It went viral instantly. Some fans thought it was hilarious and creative, celebrating the humor and craftsmanship. A few people were confused and thought it was too niche. But honestly, this is the kind of playful, meme-worthy fashion moment that makes awards shows fun. What do you guys think? Was this cosplay moment iconic or just okay? Tell me in the comments. Now let's get into the actual awards. The ceremony moved through various categories, and then we got to Best Supporting Actor. The nominees included some heavy hitters. Benicio del Toro for One Battle After Another, Paul Mescal for Hamnet, Sean Penn for One Battle After Another, Adam Sandler for Jay Kelly, Stellan Skarsgård for Sentimental Value, and Jacob Elordi for Frankenstein. And when they announced the winner, Jacob Elordi, the room was shocked, and honestly, so was Jacob. His first words were literally, "Bloody hell, I really didn't plan for it." And here's why this win is such a big deal. This is Jacob Elordi's first major acting award ever. Yes, he's been critically acclaimed for roles in Euphoria, Priscilla, and Saltburn, which even got him a BAFTA nomination. But this is his first actual win, and he beat out some seriously established names to get it. In his speech, he thanked Guillermo del Toro, saying, "You made my dreams when I was 11, which was genuinely sweet and showed how much this moment meant to him." Now, reactions online are split. Some fans are celebrating this as a well-deserved recognition of Jacob's transformative performance in Frankenstein and proof that he's officially a serious actor, not just a teen heartthrob. Others are shocked and questioning whether he really deserved it over the other nominees, especially since he only had 2 minor critics prizes before this. The surprise factor is real, and honestly, Critics' Choice is known for sometimes picking unexpected winners that don't always predict the Oscars, so this could either boost Jacob's Oscar chances or just be a fun surprise moment. What do you think? Did Jacob deserve this win, or were you rooting for someone else? Let me know. Then we got to Best Actress, and Jessie Buckley took home the trophy for her performance in Hamnet, where she played Agnes Shakespeare, William Shakespeare's wife. And then came the moment everyone's been talking about: Best Actor. And the winner was Timothée Chalamet for Marty Supreme. Now let me set the scene for you. Before Timothée even went up on stage, he kissed Kylie, the cameras caught it, and then he got up there and delivered what might be one of the most genuine, heartfelt acceptance speeches we've seen in a while. He said, and I quote, "Thank you to my partner of 3 years. Thank you for our foundation. I love you. I couldn't do this without you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart." And you guys, Kylie's reaction was everything. She was mouthing "I love you" right back to him. It was one of those rare moments where you could really feel the emotion, the authenticity of it. This isn't just some new relationship or a casual thing. 3 years. That's significant in celebrity relationships, especially for a couple that's kept things relatively low-key. They've attended key events together, like the David Di Donatello Awards and the Marty Supreme premiere, but this was different. This was Timothée publicly declaring his love on one of the biggest stages in Hollywood. Now, reactions online are definitely split on this moment. Many fans found it sweet and genuine, especially because Timothée and Kylie have been so private about their relationship. People on social media were celebrating the vulnerability and the rare major award shout-out to a partner. But on the other hand, some people are skeptical, calling it overly staged or PR-oriented, suggesting the timing during awards season was strategic. The debate is real. Kylie has consistently shown up to support him at awards shows throughout their relationship, which adds to the genuine feel for many people. But others see any public display during awards season as calculated. So what do you guys think? Was this romantic and sweet, or do you think it was staged for the cameras? I want to hear all your opinions on this because I know people have strong feelings. Oh, and fun fact, Amanda Seyfried was sitting nearby and apparently got confused when Timothée said, "Thank you for our foundation," because she thought he was talking about a charity foundation and was trying to figure out what organization he meant. That's honestly so relatable and hilarious. But now, we need to talk about one of the biggest controversies of the night, and that's what didn't happen. Cynthia Erivo was not nominated for her work in Wicked for Good, and fans online, they are furious. The reactions ranged from absolutely insane to revolting, with people pointing out how much she sang, how incredible her performance was, and how this could hurt her Oscar campaign. And here's why this snub feels particularly shocking. Cynthia Erivo has won a Tony, a Grammy, and a Daytime Emmy. She's been nominated for Oscars, Golden Globes, BAFTAs, and SAG Awards. She's one of the few modern performers close to EGOT status. She made history by becoming the first Black woman to be nominated twice for Best Actress in a Motion Picture, musical or comedy at the Golden Globes, first for Wicked and now for Wicked for Good. Before her second nomination, only 12 Black women had ever been nominated in that category since its inception. And Wicked for Good has been a massive cultural phenomenon, breaking box office records and becoming one of the rare musicals to reach such heights. So for Critics' Choice to pass over her completely, it feels wrong to a lot of people. Now, to be fair, some commentators note that this year's film landscape was extremely competitive, and smaller prestige films drew more critical attention in acting categories. And Cynthia is still nominated for Golden Globes and has awards attention elsewhere, so this isn't the end of her campaign. But it definitely adds a layer of disappointment and raises questions about Critics' Choice's credibility. The big question now is, can she recover momentum and still make it to the Oscars? Or does this snub signal that critics aren't as behind her performance as fans are? What do you think? Do you think Cynthia deserved a nomination? Are you Team Justice for Cynthia? Let me know. Now let's talk about what all of this means going forward, because the Critics' Choice Awards are important, but they're not the final word in awards season. For Timothy and Kylie, this public declaration might change their dynamic going forward. Will we see them more at awards shows now, or was this a one-time emotional moment? Only time will tell, but it definitely solidified them as a serious Hollywood couple. For Cynthia Erivo, the Critics' Choice snub adds pressure to her campaign. She'll need strong showings at upcoming awards like SAG and BAFTA to build Oscar momentum. But if there's anyone who can create a comeback narrative, it's someone with her talent and track record. And for the Critics' Choice Awards themselves, the Jacob Elordi surprise and the Cynthia Erivo snub have people questioning their predictive power and credibility. Are they bold and unpredictable, or are they out of touch? That's the debate happening right now. But here's what I think the big takeaway from this night should be. Awards shows aren't just about trophies and red carpets. They're a reflection of real life. They can be glamorous, fun, heartbreaking, and surprising all in one night. We got to see genuine love between Timothy and Kylie. We got to honor Rob Reiner's incredible legacy. We saw Jacob Elordi have a breakthrough moment. We witnessed stunning fashion and meme-worthy cosplay. And we saw how passionate fans are about performers like Cynthia Erivo getting the recognition they deserve. The 2026 Critics' Choice Awards embraced the duality of Hollywood. It wasn't all glitz and glamour, and it wasn't all serious and somber. It was everything. And honestly, that's what makes these shows worth watching and talking about. What a night this was, you guys! Now tell me, what was your favorite moment of the night? Are you Team Timothy and Kylie romance? Do you think Jacob Elordi deserved his win? Are you upset about the Cynthia Erivo snub? And what did you think of that cosplay moment? I would love to hear all your thoughts, your hot takes, your debates in the comments below. Let's get a conversation going because this night gave us so much to talk about. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss what we're baking next with all your favorite celebrities. See you guys in the next one.